Hello everybody, Joe Locklear here. Got a great home to show you today that is available. The address, excuse me, is 5024 Columbus Avenue. This is a concrete block house with a shingle roof. Does have a modified roof over the garage and over the foyer entry. It's in great shape. Structurally, it is concrete block. Let's move in a little bit here. Okay, here's a little closer view to the front of the house. We'll take a look at the front of the garage here. Has a nice garage door, concrete driveway, very nice, spacious yard, and this home is really spacious. It is a two-bedroom home, but it's a big two-bedroom. It could be converted to a three. I would not do that at this time. Okay, here's the backyard. I'm standing in the back looking back at the house, and this glass isn't broken. They just boarded it up. The bank had that done. The air conditioner is still there on the outside, which is a good sign that the neighborhood isn't bad because they haven't stolen the air conditioner. However, it is bad, the air conditioner itself. So this is going to need a new air conditioner, which we'll talk about in the renovation estimate. I'm just kind of walking around the home here. There is the power coming in. This is a proper masthead with a 200 amp cable coming in, so it does have a 200 amp service. This is standing up against the house and looking out toward the backyard. And this is a picture of the roof. Here we go. My photo bucket's running slow today for some reason. Just want you to see that the roof is in good shape. We just need to sweep it off. Next, we're going to look at the electric service coming in. You can see that's 200 amp cable. The way you can tell, if you'll put your two large fingers together, it should be about the size of this cable, and that is 200 amps. Of course, I verified that on the inside panel, which is right here. You need to also understand that just because you have a 200 amp cable coming in doesn't mean that you really have a complete service. So you have to look at the breaker also, which is 200 amp. Now, this is the water heater. It's in good shape. It's in the garage. It's not that old. I can tell from the stickers on it. Over to the right here is your washer and dryer connection. This is the drain. Here is the supply. You can't see it in the picture, but right down over here is the vent. And now I'm going to stand right where I took that picture and kind of look back, and you can see the garage and the garage door. Okay, we're going to walk back to the front door. And in this picture, I've just stepped through the front door, and this is the foyer. This goes to the garage where we just looked. And then if you turn left, you'll step into the living room. Okay, this is the living room area. And this goes into the hall. You can see the service that's in the hall. As you can see, it has really nice tile floors. It's already painted, but we like a two-tone paint job, and it's got some dirty spots on the wall, so we are going to repaint the inside. Again, we'll talk more about that when we get to the construction estimate or the renovation estimate. Okay, so this is the dining room. Now, the new ceramic tile ends here, and this is still vinyl. So that's going to need to be replaced, the vinyl floor. I'm standing in the living room looking into the dining room. Now I'm going to step into the dining area, and I'm going to look back to my left, which will show you the cabinets. The cabinets can be saved. They need a little work, but they can be salvaged. Needs a new countertop, however, because this one's really ugly. Here's just another angle looking at the kitchen cabinets. This is looking down at the sink. We're going to take that out, of course, and put a double sink in. There's a pantry in the kitchen. We'll need to put a door on the pantry, but it's a lot of nice storage area in the kitchen. Now we're going to step into the bath. We'll probably replace this toilet. I don't think it's going to clean up. That water set in there and rusted a while. Here is the vanity. The vanity is in good shape. It just needs cleaning. And here is the bathtub. It has a two-piece surround system, which is nice. They hold up very well. There we go. We're all going to put some new trim on that, and this is showing the backside. Here is the floor. We're almost through this, so I'm going to continue and not go back and start over, but the photo bucket is really running slow. I may have to come up with a different online posting site. And this is looking in one bedroom. I forgot to take a picture of the other bedroom, but it's identical to this. They both have nice tile in those bedrooms. And this is just showing you a street scene. It's a great rental neighborhood. Not a lot of retail going on in this neighborhood, so the appraisals are not super high, and that's how I was able to get such a good buy on this home. But it's a very strong rental neighborhood. And there we go, back to the front yard. Let's go on and look at the renovation cost on this. Okay, here is the renovation cost form. 5084 Columbus Avenue. The items are here on the left. And as you see, each item has been broken down into hours, materials, and subcontractor. So this is a detailed estimate. I'm not going to go over it with you in detail. You can always send me an email. I'll send it to you if you need it. But I'm going to just come over and we're going to enlarge this right here so we can see it a little better. And what we're going to do is just go down each item, and I'm going to tell you the total, not the breakdown on how I got that total. We begin with pressure washing the outside, a couple $100 there. Same thing for the yard work. Usually I can do a yard for about 100. This one's 200 because, as you saw, it's very high, needs a lot of trimming. A few screens to repair. We're going to repaint the exterior eave and the doors. I'll probably change the color. I don't care for that blue on there with the base color. And then we're going to touch up the wall paint. We have some exterior wood, just a small amount to repair around the shed in the rear, or the laundry room in the rear. We're going to repair those kitchen cabinets. We're going to redo the hardware on the kitchen cabinets, put in a new counter, sink, and a faucet. We're going to steam clean those ceramic tile floors. Going to replace a couple of bifold doors. One is at the air conditioner, the other is at the pantry. And we're going to prep and paint the interior walls. We have a real nice mid-beige color with white trim. It'll really brighten that up in there. And then we're going to install a used central heating and air conditioning system here. Now, I do have an option where you can add to this estimate. It'll cost you about an additional $1,200 if you want a brand new system. So that would be the owner's choice on that. We would decide that, when we begin the renovation. Going to install a new range hood. We have to wire that in because there was not one there before, but as a rental, you really need a range hood there. We're going to install ceramic tile floors in the dining area. That's where you saw the vinyl that was there. And that's actually the dining area and the kitchen. We have a few light fixtures to replace, most of them, in fact. We don't like leaving those ceiling fans in there because they tend to get out of balance. They can be dangerous, so we replace them with standard light fixtures. The tub spout and drain trim at the bath, that needs to be replaced. Doesn't look good. And we have a minor wall repairs. We have an item here to install mini blinds. That really makes it look nice and makes it private when it's empty. Then we always put in something from miscellaneous plumbing. We don't know what we're going to find there till we get the water turned on, so we just put a special contingency in for that. We're going to put a new toilet in. And then finally, we're going to go in and clean this house spotless. When it's done, you will have a very, very nice house ready to rent. And then we also put in some miscellaneous work not in the above categories. In some of my estimates, you'll see the miscellaneous item higher. However, when I go into a house like I did on this one, take a lot of time and really detail what needs to be done, we don't generally throw in a lot of miscellaneous because we know what needs to be done because I've gone through it. Now, here is the contingency for unseen work. We do have $1,000 in here for that. And that's just if there's something we don't know about, we have another $1,000 in there to cover it because this, we do our construction cost plus. So this is the subtotal. This would be my cost. We're going to mark that up about $1,700, and that's going to be our profit and our overhead, which pays for our insurance and other overhead costs. So the total renovation cost on this home would be about $10,201. That's estimated. It could be a little less and it could be a little more. For example, we have $1,000 contingency, so this could be $9,200 if everything goes right. But we've had them go over a little bit too. So this is just an estimate. But I can tell you, I've renovated several hundred homes. It's a pretty good estimate.